Hello, welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen. How are you doing today? It's been a long week, but we're still going. I was listening to the radio, and the guy said something about coffee being dehydrating. And I'm like, coffee ain't dehydrating. Like I drink it all day, right? I don't drink a lot of water at home, but I drink a lot of coffee, right? So then I started paying more attention to when I'm out and about. And then started to realize, if I go for coffee with my mom, right, I am thirsty. I get home and I'm thirsty. And if I spend the day with my grandchildren and am drinking coffee in there or at my daughter's house, because she has town water, I'm thirsty when I get home. Or when we take our long trip for vacation, you drink coffee. That last stop that we have, it's like 6-7 hours, 7 hours for sure of driving. That last stop we make, I never take coffee. I always take something else, like a juice or a water, and I was like, it's not the coffee that's dehydrating, it's the water they make it with, so crazy, ain't it? But anyway, today we are doing a soap, and it's a beautiful soap. It's a Dropswirl soap. And I will just tell you about the soap in the video. But 3 things. Wait. Go back to the coffee. Do you find coffee dehydrating? That's what I want to know. Okay. Anyways, 3 things. Dream big. Be true to you. And you are worth it. Bye-bye. Okay, and to the soap. Honeysuckle and Orange. I decided to be more in-depth and show you my soaping methods. This is my lye pot. Only use it for lye water. It's stainless steel, not aluminum. Right now there's distilled water in there. There could be salt, there could be sugar, there could be citric acid. If you put Tussa silk in your soaps, put it in before the lye. I've done it both ways, and let me tell you, because some people say, do it after the lye, but you need it when it's hot. But I have less complications with it dissolving when I add it before. If you use sodium lactate, I'm sorry, I don't use it. So make sure you measure your lye very carefully, and don't breathe it in, okay, when you're mixing. Citric acid is not to lower the pH of the soap. It's a chelate. Okay, so in the lye water, it creates sodium citrate or potassium citrate. And if you have hard water, for those of you with hard water, the sodium citrate makes it so the soap molecules are unable to attach to the hard water molecules or deposits, which allow the soap to bubble to all its glory. Not that it doesn't, if it doesn't bubble, it's not bad soap. It's your water, usually. And soap just cleans, right? That's all it does is clean. Now, lye water gets super hot, okay? Coffee, coconut milk, shandies, beer, wine. The lye can actually scorch them. Sometimes it could bubble over. You want to make sure you have a big enough container. Be very careful with mixing. Don't breathe in the fumes. I said that already. This one's behaving very well. And it's, I think I take the temperature, don't I? Yeah, that's why I put the towel down, because like that. Yeah, so, it's a chemical reaction. You don't want to mess with it until you're comfortable doing it, okay? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, 213 degrees. That sucker is hot. Okay, to the colors. So while the lye is cooling down, you've seen me use micas, oxides, spices, clays to color soap. You can, there's many options depending on what type of soaps you are making. To disperse the mica, you've seen me dump it in the soap because I didn't like or added more of a color. I always disperse them in oil, okay? It's always better if you mix in a little bit of oil. And I'm going to, that's my love of sunshine, adding a little oil there. I think that's
ballet slippers. I'm not sure, the pink. And then Tequila Sunrise will be the orange. So there is no rhyme or reason to how much oil to mix in there. It's usually a tablespoon or two is what I do, just to have a little bit in there. Sunflower, canola, whatever's in your recipe. Sometimes I will mix up my oils and I'll be like, oh crap, I didn't save any for my colors. So I may just take and add some color, or like I'm doing here, I just take my whole batch and pour it in, because I was brain dead. Totally not thinking. Totally not thinking about what I was doing. That happens a lot. So I use the same measuring spoon to measure out the micas. You can use popsicle sticks, whatever you want to measure them out. They rinse out totally fine off the teaspoon. I usually try and go light to dark. So like if I had green, blue, purple, red, I would actually go green, then into the blue, then into the purple, and then into the red, because there's blue and green, there's blue and purple, and then there's red and purple. So, I have a plan. I try and stick to it. So my mica in the bag, that's me with toothpaste and using up the last of whatever we have in the house to make sure that we're not wasting, and then, I'm using it up. So I just work it around in that little bag, get it all dispersed in the oil, and pull it away from that corner, and I'm going to snip the corner of the bag. The last time I did this, I was so nervous I opened the bag. I rewatched it when I was rewatching it. I was all I could think was, how dumb was I? I was so nervous. So nervous. I couldn't believe I opened the bag. No, cut the corners, squeeze it out. I will use a scraper. Scrape it out. Don't waste, right? Don't waste, because everything, especially if you're selling your soaps and stuff, everything is a cost, right? The micas are a cost. I mean, even if it's not a lot per soap batch, it's still a cost. My husband was making fun of me because I was reusing saran wrap. Because if it was a quick infusion, I just put it on top of the jar. Liquid soaps, when they're dissolving, put it on the jar. Hot process soap, I have one on my crock pot, and he is making fun of me, but it's all a cost, right? There's no problem reusing stuff. I recycle, like when I order something and I get the packaging stuff inside, the bubbles and all that, I will reuse that. There's nothing wrong with it. Reuse. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So I go into the yellow first, and because there is yellow and orange, I go into the orange next. And because there is red and orange and red and pink, I will go into the pink. It's just the way I do it. I mean, it doesn't matter how you do it. This just works for me, and that's what I do. Okay, so here is my little container of lye water, and I actually put it in this pan of cold water to sit and cool down faster, because otherwise it takes forever. Make sure you keep it away from kids and pets. Put it in a safe spot so you don't spill it. And we are mixing. Yep. So now we go to soap. I'm so excited for this one. This is a Dropswirl. Remember I talked about we're going to do a Dropswirl? And it worked beautifully. It is the same recipe that is for I'm going to call it Shimmy Shimmy. Lavender mint. Shimmy Shimmy. That's what I'm calling them. I'm just checking to make sure it's emulsified. That's right. Yeah. There's nothing on the end. I'm just checking to see if it breaks up. So it's like the Shimmy Shimmy or the blood orange and goji berry. Same recipe. When you disperse your clay, just make sure you have enough water, for your clay. Just make sure you have enough so, it's all, wet and dispersed, and, I think I had about 1.5 ounces of water there, and I take it from my 38% is my water ratio on the lye calculator. So it's like whatever, how many ounces, I take it out of those ounces. I don't add more, okay? And that was my honeysuckle and orange blend. It was a 3 to 1 ratio. 3 to 1 ratio. Honeysuckle to essential orange. Orange essential oil. And see, it's really orangey in color. And so I was like, you'll see. In the middle of it, I was like, I'm adding titanium dioxide because I wanted it white. Okay, I wanted it white. The nice thing about certain citric oils and citric blends, they will slow down acceleration. Okay, they won't accelerate the slope. They'll actually slow it down. Another good one is from Wholesale Supplies Plus, bergamot and mandarin. That one will slow that sucker down. So if you want a more fluid soap, you see what I'm saying? Because that's kind of like my 70s soap. That one is a citric blend, and it really slows down the soap. So I have a longer work time. That's essentially all it does. It just gives you a longer work time. And then there's blends that speed it up, and you have no work time. We've seen that. Nothing so bad that I couldn't work with it, but, you know, it happens. It's a thing. It is totally a thing. So now I'm just measuring off my oils. I think I was doing like 7. I wanted 7 to 7.5, but I think I kept going over, but it's okay. It totally worked. It didn't matter. It did not matter. A super. I can't wait to cut this bar. I literally can't wait. I'm so excited. It just worked beautifully. Beautifully. I should have speeded this part up. This was the boring part. Well, it's not boring, but, you know, it's just, slower moving. Okay, yeah, I decided to speed this up. Because you don't need to watch me, mix colors. See, I went and got the titanium dioxide just to lighten it up. Because that yellow's beautiful yellow, but, you don't want it to where you can't see it and can't enjoy it. So it has to be white. And then I didn't like my pink because it was just not the right pink. So I had to add some more pink. All those things. Typical me, right? So a Dropswirl, you want to put down a base. You want to put down at least a third to a half of what you call your base. Okay? So watch, I'm going to put down quite a bit of the white. Okay? And now from really high up, you're going to drop that soap so it breaks that plane down below. The main plane, The plane in Spain, the rain in Spain stays mainly on the plane. Have you ever seen that movie? What is her name? Her name's Eliza Doolittle in the movie. It's an old movie. Oh, what is her name? She's in Breakfast at Tiffany's, and my daughter's going to be like, Mom, how could you forget her name? It's amazing I remembered her name in the movie, so really famous actress from, like, way back. Yeah. Sorry. So funny. Nothing remotely close to soap. Okay, so I should have put more of this in here. Okay, so that's all there is to a Dropswirl. You just want to hold it high enough so it breaks through those layers and keeps breaking through. That's all there is to it. And the main thing is that your soap isn't thick. It can't be thick or it will not break that plane, right? It's like diving off a diving board, You break the plane of water, and this is what the soap is doing. Breaking it and going down beneath, and yeah, it's really cool. But, so, yeah, I just, don't even ask me what I was doing. So I had to be really careful doing this though, and very lightly pour to keep it on top of the layer of soap so it didn't break the plane. I know, it's just dumb. Yeah. But I like the colors. I can't wait to cut this. This is gonna be so much fun to cut. And that honeysuckle orange, oh, it's delightful. It smells so good. I just wasn't too happy because it's a 4.8% usage in soap, and I like the 5% or more. But I do like the scent, so yeah. So we followed the rules. Did like they said. You gotta follow the rules, right? Mostly. I know the mica thing is, I mean, if you put too much mica in, basically all you're going to do is, I mean, unless you're going for something specific, you're just wasting your mica, you know. I mean, unless you, like, want that orange to be just I pop an orange, but it is. It's a great orange. So this guy will be C-popped and gelled. Look how fluid that is. It is just liquid. First, I want to sculpt the top and show you how I clean my dishes. So you cannot put them in the dishwasher, or you don't want to put them in your dishwasher or anything. So I have this cool microfiber cloth that I got from Walmart, like a pack of 10 or a pack of 20. I don't know what they were, but they're awesome. And I take the inside and literally wipe out all my containers, because right now all that is grease. Okay, so yeah, I wipe them all out. I wipe my stick blender down. I wipe everything, okay? And then I put it in a little hiding spot so that the kids don't get it. Because in a day it'll be saponified, but I use it later on. So I was going to try and sculpt the top, but it was still, so I had done all my dishes and cleaned up, and it still was runny. So I had to wait another 10, 15 minutes, and I came back and decided I'm going to put some Kelly Green mica on this and some Snowflake Sparkle mica from Brambleberry, just to give the top a little more pizzazz than it already has, since my colors didn't want to. I was hoping to drag them through, but they might have a little bit, but I just added the micas for a little more sparkle. And don't worry, they wash off really quick in the tub. You will not come out looking like a glitter monster or anything. It's totally fine. It just on the first wash, it's pretty much gone. So you're okay. You're fine. So I'm gonna go back and resculpt this top, because and you'll see the difference. You'll see what a difference it makes when you can actually just take that spoon and, yep, see, dig in there. Yeah, that's how it goes. You get those cool drips on the side or on top, and cool. It's like a wave. Ooh, I could do that for a wave. Still thinking about that. A wave bar, but I don't know if I'm going to get done. I know, I always talk about that. Like, I'm working on a baby bar. I'm working on activated charcoal with a string technique, and I see it, and I just don't get it done. Okay, and onto the cut of this beautiful bar of soap. So excited. What can I say? Yeah, I thought the coffee thing, back to that part, I thought the coffee thing was really, really interesting. Because, it kind of floored me, and it took me a while it just didn't make sense, because I don't find it dehydrating. Like I said, I can drink coffee I drink tea too and stuff like that, but I mean, I can literally drink coffee all day, and I am not dehydrated at all. I don't drink a lot of water at home.
at home. See, that's the kicker. You know, when we're out and about and traveling and stuff like that, then I notice that I drink more water, and it has to be because what it's made out of. It has to be the water that it's made out of, the pH of the water. It's got to be. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. There's a quote there, but I totally cannot remember what it is. But anyway, okay, aren't these beautiful? Look at that drop swirl. Do you see? Oh, so cute. I love these. Look at that. I mean, just I finally made a bar of soap that turned out. You see how they just drop in there? Ding, ding, ding. They kind of loop and make teardrops and all sorts of swirls. And it's just delightful. I should do a happy dance. I did it. I did it. I did it. Da, 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 da. I know. I'm a little nuts today. I'm a little loopy. That's okay. Right? Gotta have those days. But look at that. Look at that. I'm just tickled pink. That's a beautiful drop swirl. They're so damn cute. So damn cute. But not pretty. No, I'm kidding. I was going to say not too pretty to buy, you guys. You know? They're super cute. And smell great. They really do. They really do. Oh, that one's cute too. Oh, for fun. I had so much fun, you guys. Did you? Did you have fun? I hope you had fun. I hope you had a good time. And I appreciate you. I do appreciate every single one of you that watches my videos. I appreciate you. And I hope you drop by next time. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.